What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and this time I'm gonna go to a neighborhood that I went last year and I explored, and it's an underrated neighborhood in Jersey City called The Heights, which is a pretty nice neighborhood, pretty residential, and then it has this main street called Central Avenue with a lot of stores, a lot of restaurants, a lot of diversity. So I'm gonna take you guys with me, so join me. Now I gotta cross the other side. I think I'm gonna check out the JFK Boulevard area, Jersey City Heights, because I never checked that side when I went for the first time. I think there's a pretty nice park there that I want to check out, so let's see what's going on. This is JFK Boulevard. This area over here is the Journal Square area. Still kind of like the borderline. And I'm probably gonna cross, I think, a couple of blocks down. I enter officially the Heights, which might seem like it's isolated or separated by the highways, but then there's another world happening over there. And like I mentioned many times, this is one of my favorite cities in the States, after New York City, with a lot of diversity, a lot of things happening around here. You can see the bazaar. Ahead of me is Newark Avenue, which is like Little India. One of my favorite areas in Journal Square. Then I'm gonna go ahead and see what's happening. But the thing is, I've never been in this side. I passed by the other side many times, but I never walked like this area over here, so it's new to me. Then another thing, keep in mind, if you see it as like really cloudy, it's still because we having those wildfire in Canada, which blow the smoke all the way down here. Yesterday was way worse, which I shoot a video. But if you see like everything looking cloudy, that's what's going on right here. But yeah, but even with that, that's not gonna stop me from going out and doing things. So let's see what else is going on. So far over here, pretty interesting looking building. I think to my right hand should be a school, and then this is a church right here. There should be a gas station ahead of me. That might be probably the beginning of the borderline of the Heights, which I think is a super underrated neighborhood. Like I said, I went there, I filmed last year, and I was really impressed with what I saw. You know, pretty nice community, and then Central Avenue is really beautiful. A lot of stores, a lot of restaurants over there. So, and they got the Riverside Park, which you go and you get the view of Manhattan skyline. So I think that's pretty impressive. So it seems like they got a new development going on over here with this building. So it's like everywhere, every single neighborhood, they're developing something that's going on. So let's see. So we got the new building over here. It has like a gym, a coffee shop. Then even across, there's another new building. It's actually the PATH station, Journal Square. It's not far from me. It's probably like a 10-minute walk. And there's a gas station. There should be like a highway, and the other side of the highway, that's when I'm officially entering the Heights in Jersey City. So this is the highway right here. This highway will take you right into the Harlem Tunnel to Manhattan. And then after the highway, I'm officially entering the Heights, which you might think there's nothing much going on over here. But once I dig deeper into the neighborhood, it gets pretty nice. The residential area, and it borders with another cool city in New Jersey called Union City. So we're gonna walk forward to see what else is happening. I'm officially in the Heights. So far pretty cool. And like I say, this is JFK Boulevard, which is like an important street in this area over here in Hudson County, because it goes through other cities around New Jersey in the Hudson County area. But we're gonna walk forward to see what else is happening. So far, not much happening over here, just apartment complex. I think I drove by the street a couple of times. If you look at the map, it looks like it's really close to the station in Journal Square. It's actually a little bit of a walk. So I think it's good that people have scooters or bike or something to get around. But so far, look, these houses, they look pretty nice. Like all together with the brick buildings and the balcony, you can hear the birds. I just wish it was sunny and the sky was clear out with all the dust going on, but yeah. So I think ahead of me in a block or two should be the park that I want to check out. So one thing I like is how wide the sidewalk is and organized. I think a lot of trees over here that cover up with the streets. Like I say, this neighborhood is like neighbor with the neighborhood that I live, but I literally feel like I enter another world, because I've only been here once. So this is literally my second time in a year that I'm here. But yeah, like I say, over here is not much going on, but I think once I pass Manhattan Avenue, there should be a park, and there should be some type of excitement going on in the neighborhood. So over here starts turning more residential, you know, like a lot of apartment complex, a lot of houses, but I think one more block down is Manhattan Avenue, and that's where you're gonna see the park, Leonard Park. which I've never been. So one thing I like to do when I explore a neighborhood is to explore the local parks and see what's going on, you know. And that's one cool thing about New York City and North New Jersey, that, you know, a lot of neighborhoods, or every neighborhood has at least a recreational park that you can hang out. So let's go see what's going on. Made it here to the park and it looks pretty interesting, and there's a sign saying they're doing some renovations over here. I see a gentleman cutting the grass. So it seems like the park goes literally up the hill. And like I say, one thing about Jersey City, or a lot of towns in New Jersey, is that the parks, they always have like a gazebo or something in the center. So actually it's has like a nice view, because it's all the way up in the hill. Then you see other parts of Jersey. But like I say, because of the smog that's going on, you really cannot see much of a visibility. But yeah, pretty standard. But let me see if I can go over that side to see what's going on. So as small as the park is, it's good for hiking because it's all the way up in the hill. And that's another thing about the heights in Jersey City. Like a lot of streets, especially over here, that borders with 1 and 9, is literally going down the hill, going up the hill. So if you want to take a walk around, you could be hiking up, doing your cardio and stuff. But it gets even nicer when I walk forward over here. Over here you see workers there cleaning the park. Take my hats off for them for working out here in the smog and everything. And over there you see those 3 buildings. That's Journal Square. They developed 1 building, then 2, now they're building the 3rd building. So that's when you know when the neighborhood's gonna be changing. And then this gazebo, it looks like it's run down, so it might need like a little bit of a touch up. Let me see, let me just go in the center to see what's going on over here. Gonna walk all the way up. It's kind of dusty, let me see. So hopefully they can renovate this. Let me see, it seems like there's some visibility over here. Got a basketball court over that way, you know. I'd say it looks pretty interesting over here. So it's mostly grass around here. But I just love how small this park is, but how it's literally surrounded by hills. Go all the way down, and then once you get out, there's like a residential area. I'll see some pretty nice looking houses on the other side. So I'm probably just gonna take a peek and then turn back and go to the other way. I'll probably start making my way towards Central Avenue. Let me see what's happening around this street. So now I got off the park. You can see it's surrounded by hills. And then this over here is called Liberty Avenue in Jersey City, which is mostly like surrounded by houses, nice houses. You can see it right here. And I think it might be an easy area to find parking, or at least on this side, but you know. I'm not sure if the Via rideshare car app works in this side of Jersey City. Because you know, there's no train station around. Jersey City, what it has is a light rail, but it's like all the way in the other side. But I heard there are some buses, there are vans too, like if you need to commute into the city or somewhere else, they'll take you around, or other parts of this county here in Hudson County. Yeah, but so far pretty interesting. Yeah, but so far so cool. And I gotta say, in some parts it resembles some streets in West New York and Union City, but those towns are bordering with Jersey City Heights. So that might explain why the structure of the buildings and apartments, they look similar. And I think this area over here still remains semi-affordable, but little by little they're trying to develop it. I gotta say, going up these hills, and then when the air quality are kind of kicking in, you know. I think it's still over 200, 250, something like that. Yesterday it was almost like 400, so it went down now. So now I think I'm probably gonna walk a little bit around or merge into some of the regular streets and try to make it to the main street of this neighborhood, Central Avenue, which is an avenue, a nice district, has a lot of nice stores, a lot of nice restaurants around. So I want to give a second look at it, you know, since I've been there last year, to see what's going on this year. So stay tuned. So back again in JFK Boulevard. I think that must be a school over there. And I see like a red building ahead. It must be like a new apartment complex. But I'm gonna start making my way towards the east side of Jersey City. Then we're gonna pass Summit Avenue, which emerges all over Jersey City to going towards Bergen Lafayette. You can see the street, what it looks like. Looks like they developed the street. But now let's keep walking straight towards Central Avenue to see what's going on. Then over here is pretty nice. You can even bike around. And talking about the VIA rideshare, I literally saw one pass by, so that's another way you can commute around if you need to get to the PATH train station. It's a rideshare app. I think it's $2. Then over here you can see a new building merging with the older buildings. That's one thing I noticed about a lot of streets around the Heights when I went last year, that are trying to pop up, but that's just literally all over the tri-state area. Also, another thing I like is how peaceful and quiet the street is. The only thing you hear is the birds. Makes me kind of want to talk low because I see people walking by, so I don't want to make like a scene or anything talking to the camera, but yeah. And then look, they're developing a lot. There's over here, they're renovating that apartment, and see the sidewalk, the houses, so you know, it's pretty nice here. Seems like the clouds are starting to come out, so that might be a good sign that the air quality is gonna get better and it's starting to clear up. Yesterday you literally couldn't see anything. It was just gray or super orange. So this is Summit Avenue, and if you go towards the other side and you enter Union City, you're gonna see Main Street over there, like a lot of restaurants and stuff, because I went there last year too to do a video in Union City, which is a city that I think is pretty nice and it impressed me a lot. I heard a lot about it, but I never got a chance to explore, so I went there last year and it was pretty nice. Just look at the street, but the house is so beautiful. I think it's a good neighborhood, you know, for families, which there are a lot of families that live here and from all walks of life, you know, all nationality. So I think ahead of me should be Central Avenue. And then here to my right, it's pretty interesting. The buildings, you can see this one they renovated. Wow. I do like the triangle on top. Gives it like a unique vibe, a unique style to the apartment complex. But yeah, the main street should be ahead of me, so we'll see all the excitement that's going on. Ahead of me, approaching Central Avenue, and it kind of resembles a little bit Bergen Line Avenue, but this one I think it's like a little bit more developed, a little bit more organized. So here we are, you can see the street, the shops and everything, so I'm gonna make my left because I think most of the stores are over this area over here, but yeah. And I think they do festivals too during the summertime, or they used to. This is a pretty nice looking street. Too many shops, and like I say, a lot of people, they don't really explore much of the Heights. They do downtown Newport, but they never check out this neighborhood, which I think is super underrated. You can see how nice and developed the sidewalk is. There's more restaurants. It keeps going all the way until you get Washington Square Park. And then that's the part that divides Jersey City with Union City. So I want to get a full view of it, so I'm just going to merge. I'll turn backwards because I want to walk to the other side where you see the church. Like I say, with the church in the street, I said it many times when I was in the other neighborhood, it resembles a little bit Manhattan Avenue and Greenpoint, Brooklyn, like the similar style, you know, the street with all the stores. It gives it like a nice cool vibe. But actually, I think this angle looks even cooler. You get a better view of what the street has to offer, you know. What can you find here? So something pretty cool. The only thing is not too busy, not too many people. Maybe because of the air quality, maybe when the weather's better, you'll see more people hanging out. So they got tons of cafes and restaurants over here. That's a cool thing, and that's something I'm not even afraid to say. I think this neighborhood is even better or nicer than Journal Square. It has like more options in terms of food. The only difference that makes Journal Square from this one is that Journal Square commute to the city, you know, it has a transportation system. This one's a little bit more isolated, but over here they got like a better main street, you know, a lot of restaurants. Like there's not really much options of food choices in Journal Square. But like I say, Journal Square is developing like super fast, so maybe throughout the years they'll start making, you know, more restaurants will bring, I don't know, like a better vibe to the neighborhood. But yeah, then another thing is here across the street they got C.H. Martin, which they got them, I think it's probably like a chain, like a department store around Jersey City. They have it here, they have it in Journal Square, and I think by downtown they have it too. Like the beginning of the district, you can see Central Avenue Fink. So I guess if you go on the other side, they got like a welcome sign. So I just wanted to get the whole view of the whole streets, and I'm just gonna walk all the way up until I reach the borderline of the other city right here. So they got everything, you know, in terms of food, and they even have like fast food choices. But I'd rather go with local, small business, you know, to support the business and the restaurant. Like a little bit of everything. They got Indian cuisine, Latin American restaurant, I think Italian too. I know there's a couple of those. This is like a brick house across the street. And the thing is, you see all types of food here, like Peruvian food, to the point that you don't know what to choose. And I think that's a good thing. That's one thing I like about a neighborhood. That you got all these options that you're debating what to try, or you can go, okay, I'll try this and I'll try that. So it gives it like a good vibe. Then it keeps going. They also got markets. I'll say if they had, look at this one, flower shop. I'll say if they have like a PATH train in this neighborhood, I wouldn't mind living here. Because it's pretty nice, quiet, so many options, you know, and it feels like super local. We got a Burger King here. That's funny. In a neighborhood like that. But that's okay, that's what makes it interesting. Then across the sea, I see a Wonder Bagels, which I've seen them around Jersey City. Then they got a Walgreens. Like I said, it keeps going. It's a pretty big main street. And I like how clean, impeccable the sidewalk looks like. So they do a really good job to maintain this neighborhood, you know, nice and clean. But let me walk forward to see what else can I find. And it just keeps going. Keeps going. Like I said, the sidewalks, you can see how clean it is. I don't see a single garbage, you know, so they do a really good work to maintain the neighborhood clean, and then like pretty much like a local vibe and people from all over. They even got like a charging station for electric cars. Some points in the neighborhood reminds me of Hoboken with this over here, the colors, the artistic vibe, the bakeries, the cafes they have around. Like tons of options. Even when you make a detour in some of the streets, you see street art surrounded by the buildings, and that's really cool. Like I said, this is my second time here, and it never stops to impress me, this neighborhood. It's probably one of the best neighborhoods in Jersey City, you know, to be honest. Like I said, I wish there was a PATH train over here, but they got buses that will get you to the city. You know, I heard people that live here, they said the commute is not bad, so I guess there's different modes of transportation to get around. Then over here to my left is Washington Park, which is like the ending of Jersey City. There's a road that passes by, and the other side of the road is Union City. It's a pretty nice park, and it's like the ending of Jersey City Heights, which is a really cool neighborhood. So I'll probably walk a little bit of the park, and then I'm gonna go by Palisades Avenue and go to the other park, Riverview Park, where you get a view of New York City skyline. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Not much happening today, but pretty cool. A lot of dogs around. People walk their dogs, and then residential. And then if you see on the other side, there's like some apartment complex that's actually Union City. I'll walk around here, all of this. And there are some stairs over there in the back. In the neighborhood, so you know. Pretty interesting. There's even like a little outdoor gym where people can go and work out. I think that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if this section here is newer, because the last time I came here, I don't remember seeing this. Might be like some stairs or maybe like a plaza here. Let me just go up and see what's going on. Somebody's flying a plane above me. I thought it was a drone. But let me see, let me just go up the stairs and see what can I find on top of this. And okay, it's pretty nice. Like I say, I'm not sure if this section might be new. It's like an open space that you could just chill over here. And then I'll give you a 360 view of what's going on. And you got the park. It's a pretty lovely neighborhood, you know, it's pretty nice, pretty cool. Start seeing a little bit of a good sign that it's starting to get blue. Back here is still pretty gray, the sky, so. But it makes me feel better, you know, it's getting blue. Yesterday was a different vibe, like it was literally orange. And I never seen anything like that, but you know, pretty good sign that things are getting better here in the Northeast. So let's continue walking forward to the other park, and then I'm probably gonna wrap up the video over there. And as I walk throughout this area, to some of the regular streets, it gets really beautiful over here. I just gotta show you, wow. Look at all the trees, the street, you know, the house. Super nice. can just hear the birds chirping and a lot of nature. A lot of nature, like I say, Jersey City is super diverse, not only in terms of the people, but the structures of the buildings, the different types of neighborhoods that it has is just amazing. And I just gotta say, it feels like you're in another town. And I feel like this area over here that is closer to the light rail is nicer than the other side by JFK. Even though that other side is pretty cool, but this one's like more, you know, the houses are like nicer, better developed. The trees are beautiful, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice street. I can see here in this house here, it says for sale. And Congress Street is right there, and that's where they have a light rail. So I'll probably make a left down and make it to Palisades Avenue to see what's going on. So now I'm in Palisades Avenue. I'm gonna walk ahead towards Riverview Park, and that's gonna be a really small, nice park with a nice view of Manhattan. But so far, let's see what's going on in this beautiful avenue. So far the avenue is cool, residential, but I know there's a couple of shops in between. There's construction ahead of me. All over the city they're building. This is like a new development, apartment complex with parking. But let me walk forward to see what else can I find. It seems like it's a seafood spot. Lobster rolls. Too bad I'm allergic to lobsters, anything with shellfish, but this is pretty nice in the outside. One of it's cool on the inside. I got lobster roll, crab cakes, crab poutine, sandwiches. So something pretty interesting for people to hang out and grab a bite or something. As you see, the closer you get to the park, the nicer it gets. Got an apartment complex ahead, and I can see from where this is the park. I think this is like a real estate area. A couple of apartments here that they seem like they renovate them. And this one ahead, it's pretty nice because it got the trees and the leaves in front. Yeah, pretty interesting building. Let me see over here. Yeah, pretty nice. They're like old structures, but they maintain it. So I'm walking to the park, I discovered this like cobblestones that goes all the way down. And that's a bridge over there, so I'm not sure there's anything down there. Maybe they're gonna redevelop it, but it looks pretty cool. I'm in the park in Riverview Park. And like I say, it's not a big park, it's small, but it's a pretty beautiful park. And it's really good because it has an amazing view of the city of Hoboken and the river, and then the other side you see New York. But let's walk around and show you guys what's going on here. So actually I thought things was getting a little bit better with the sky, but now that I see the city ahead of me, I realize it's still pretty bad. Like, wow, it looks pretty foggy, but I'm gonna show you guys ahead of me. You're gonna be over here. Once I go over there on the other side, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. But yeah, climb on top of this, of the gate, over here to see what's going on. So I'll show you guys what's ahead of me. And then here, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Wow. Lower Manhattan over there, Hoboken, and then Midtown Manhattan, you can see it's still pretty super smoggy outside, so wow. I could imagine yesterday how it was worse, but still pretty impressive. Just wow. So let me go to the other side and get a little bit closer. I think over there, probably I could get like a better view. Perfect spot to check out and take pictures or reels for your Instagram. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. So this is the park over here, you know, it keeps going over there and then you get this view. Like it literally looks like it's all in one, but New Jersey's over here, like Hoboken, and New York is over there where you see the buildings. As you can see, it's a beautiful park and pretty peaceful and quiet. You know, they even got like a basketball court over here ahead of me. Then all you hear is like the birds. And then you got sea over there, then you get that amazing view of the city right there. So super spectacular. And like I say, this neighborhood of the Heights in Jersey City is super underrated, but I love coming over here. So that was the end of my video exploring Jersey City. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.